Alright, let's look at the homework 4.4, 4.5, problem number 15. Right? So we're going to use the row operations to find the inverse of this 3 by 3 matrix. Right? So let's do that. Alright, we're going to go to matrix and we want to edit that. So I'm going to go to edit and hit enter. Right? So we're gonna need 3 by 6 because we have to put 3 by 3 matrices side by side. So we put 3 enter and 6 enter. Right? So first row is 1 enter and -1 enter and -1 enter. Right, then you have to put the identity matrix, which is 1 0 0 on the first row. So 1 enter, 0 enter, 0 enter. Right. Second row is 0 -2 -1. So 0 enter, and then -2 enter, and then -1 enter. Then second row of identity matrix is 0 1 0. So we put 0 enter, 1 enter, 0 enter. Alright, third row is -5 enter, and the -6 enter, and the 0 enter. And the third row of the identity matrix 0 0 1. So it's a 0 enter, 0 enter, 1 enter. Alright, then second quit. Then you can go to matrix again, and let's pull out that matrix we just entered. Alright, so hit enter. Alright, so we have 1 -1 -1 1 0 0, and 0 -2 -1 0 1 0, -5 -6 0 0 0 1. Alright, so we got this matrix. Alright, so let's apply row operations. Alright, so what we need to do is here we need to we already have 1 here, so we got lucky, and also we got 0 here, we got lucky. So we have to turn -5 into 0. Right? So what we can do is multiply row 1 by +5, add it to row 3. Right? So let's do that. So go to matrix, right? Go to math, right? Then hit enter. Actually, we have no enter yet. We have to do add and multiply by and add, right? So multiply by 5, and then we're going to use the previous answer, so second negative sign, and then we're going to multiply the first row and then by 5 and add it to the third row, right? Then enter. Right? So you can see that we got the 1 0 0, which is exactly what we wanted. Right? And next step is we want to get 1 here, because this is a leftmost non-zero element. We're going to turn -2 into 1. So I'm going to divide through by -1/2. Alright, so to do that, we go to matrix and then go to math. Right, then we do multiply row. Right, so we're going to do -1/2, and then a previous answer. So here's the previous answer, and the comma, and we're going to work on the second row. Right, so then write parentheses and hit enter. Alright, now we got 1 here, even though we got some fractional numbers here, but that's alright. And here, now we have to turn everyone else into 0. So let's try to turn -1 into 0. Right, we just simply add second row to the first row. Alright, so we can do second and matrix. Alright, go to math. Right, then let's see, go up. Right, so multiply by row. In this case, we multiply by 1, and then previous answer, and so we're going to multiply the second row and add it to the first row. Right, then write parentheses and enter. Alright, so now we could turn this into 0. Right, we have to turn -11 into 0. So we multiply row 2 by 11, add it to that. So second matrix, I go to math, and then you have multiply and add. Alright, so we're going to multiply by 11 and comma, and use the previous answer, comma. Right, we multiply the second row, then add it to the third row. Right, then hit enter. Alright, now we got 0 there. Alright, then here we want to turn this into 1. So we need to multiply this row by 2. Alright, so we go to matrix. Alright, and we're going to do math. And then we're going to multiply row. So we're going to do E there. Right, so we're going to multiply by 2, comma, then previous answer. And then we want to make sure to multiply the third row, so here. Right, then hit enter. Right, so we got 1 here. Now we want to get the 0 here and the 0 there, and see if we can do that. So let's get rid of this one. We're going to multiply by negative 0.5 and add it to the second row. So let's do that. So go to matrix. You want to do math, right? Then multiply and add. So we're going to multiply by 2, actually 0.5. Oh, actually, no. We're going to multiply by negative 0.5. Sorry about that. So we're going to go back to math, right? So it's going to be negative 0.5 and comma, and use the previous answer. So answer and the comma, right? We're going to multiply the third row and add it to the second row, right? Then hit enter. Right, we got 0 there. Right, now we have to, last step, we just turned that into 0. So we multiply third row by positive 0.5, add it to the row 1. So we go to matrix and math. Right, then you have multiply and add. So we're going to multiply by 0.5, comma, use the previous answer, and then multiply the third row, add it to the first row. Alright, then hit enter. Alright, so we got that, and if you want to see, let's see, let's see, we can do that. Maybe we should do this. Alright, so what you have on the right hand side is going to be the inverse matrix. So let's see, maybe I can do previous answer, and alright, how do I see the, sorry, I don't know how to do this. Oh yeah, here. I could see, alright, so here's a matrix. It's 6, negative 6, 1, negative 5, 5, negative 1, 10, negative 11, 2. Alright, so let's type it in. Alright, here we want to type in matrix. Alright, and let's see, I want to put that away first. Matrix. Let's see. Oh, actually here. I'm gonna put matrix. Yep. So we need a 3 by 3. So I'm gonna go up 3 by 3 and OK. All right. Then bring up the calculator so that I can see the answer. So this is gonna be 6 and negative 6 and 1. And negative 5, 5, negative 1, 10, let's see, did I put 10? 10, and negative 11, and 2. Alright, so that's what we got here. Let's see if this is the correct answer. Alright, check the answer. Alright, we got that. Alright, so there's another way to do it. I'm going to show you a really quick way, but be sure to do each row operation so that you can actually do this, because I'm going to make you present each step on an exam or on a quiz. So but you can check your answer by doing this. Right, so let's bring out the original A matrix, which is this guy right here. Right, so this is before we do row operations. Right, there is something called the reduced row echelon form. So it actually goes straight to the reduced matrix. So if you go to second matrix, right, and go to math, right, then up, right. So if you go to here B, this is reduced row echelon form. So RREF. So hit enter. Then if you apply that to the matrix, original matrix, then hit enter. Alright, so you can see that here it actually goes to the final matrix, and inverse it's right here. Alright, so that's just a one-shot way to get to the very last matrix. But be sure to be able to use row operations to do each step as well. Alright, that's it. I hope that this was clear.